Affordability is at an all-time low. Home prices continue to go up. Interest rates not only top 7.25, now they're hitting 7.5. And NAR just came out with a report saying they expect to see 8%. Well, that does pretty decent damage on a monthly payment, especially now that we know that student loans are also getting restarted. So in all of this, I would love to say it's time to buy a home, but it might not be. Now might be the time to rent. I wanted to dive in. When is a good time to rent versus when is a good time to buy? Because it's not always the right time. So right now, with affordability at an all-time low, you have to consider, where are you going to be in 3 to 5 years? Is this the right thing to put your money into? So we just came off of record high appreciation. In fact, the Denver Metro saw a 44% price increase. So if we saw 44%, remember, historically, we had seen a median price increase year over year of 6%, and we just saw 44% in 2 years. That is going to recalibrate. We would expect that to not only come down, but to soften for a short period of time, and then to start to build back up to our historical averages. Well, as that happens over the next couple of years, you can expect to see a lower appreciation growth every single year. So if you're being relocated for 3 years, 5 years, if you know you're not going to be in that home, maybe you have a life event, you're going to graduate college and you know you're going to move. You're planning on getting a divorce. Maybe you're planning on getting married. You're planning on having kids, and you don't want to keep that home, and you know you'll only be in that location for 3 years. It might be expensive to purchase today. You have to remember that it costs money to buy a home. It has closing costs and down payment and move-in costs. And then it costs money to sell the home, anywhere from 5 to 7% of that home's value. You have to take that into consideration on your payback period. Also, you might want to rent if you're kind of a nomad. You might not like to be in the same location for a long period of time. Again, those costs to procure and then to exit can be extensive in a period of time where appreciation is slower. So you're not recovering it from the gain in value. And remember, with higher interest rates, you're also not reducing the principal balance as quickly. So those might be reasons to continue to rent. You know that your life is in transition. You know you might like to move. You might like to see different metros or different areas of town before you settle in. On the flip side, we know that home ownership and homeowners are 44 times more wealthy than renters. Why is that? I mean, you have home price appreciation and principal reduction, which gives you equity gain, but you also start to build stability. You start saving more. You don't go out to eat as much. You start building roots. So that kind of savings does increase your net worth as a homeowner compared to a renter. Plus the fact that we know that the power of leverage in real estate is substantial. If I put $30,000 in the stock market at an average 7% annual gain, that $30,000 in 20 years might gain me a little over $113,000. Okay, I mean, that's okay. Instead, if I put that $30,000 as a down payment on a $525,000 home in 20 years at a 3.6% appreciation, now that's the national average versus the Denver market. If I take a 3.6% annual gain, that $525,000 home is worth over $1 million in 20 years. That's the power of leverage. I also have options. Now I can actually rent out the rooms. I can house hack. I can build an auxiliary dwelling unit in the backyard. I can rent out the basement. I can convert it to a rental and move into a new primary. Real estate is about options. So home ownership, I'm going to say, has incredible advantages. But the timing in a market such as this, with rising interest rates and still high home prices, could be challenging. Now, you might want to get in before interest rates drop and appreciation continues to go up, but that's for another video. For this one, just know that we would rally around you to make that decision, that if renting is right for you, claim that decision. Set out a strategy for long-term opportunity and growth, and in the meantime, know what the market is that you're working within and make the best choice for you.